Hey, what's up guys? My main deck in Clash Royale just charged to #1 in the world. The Royal Recruits evolution hit hard. When evolved Royal Recruits lose their shields and lose their mind, you're gonna find a lot of damage. Royal Recruits charges deal double damage, and they move extremely quick. So when you remove your opponent's distractions with Electric Spirit, arrows, and Fireball, they'll be put in a position of pain. And with constant split up pressure of Royal Hogs, Recruits, and Zappies, your opponents will be forced to give up damage in at least one lane. This has been my main Royal Recruits deck since 2018. And it's still rampaging at #1 in the world so many years later. It's time to rush the river with the best recruits deck in the game and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Lots of love to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to support the channel. Yo, what's up, Vargas? He's got a smiley face at the end of the name. Oh, come on, dude. I understand why you're smiling now. Barbarians in the back first play is a devious play. If you get to the evolution and then I can't attack both sides at the same time with my recruits, it doesn't feel good, man. It makes me feel sad. I'm gonna go recruits in the back, and we're just gonna ignore the barbarians attacking our zappies for a bit because we want our recruits to build up a bit more of an aggression. So Mega Minion and barbarians, I think it has to be a Lobhound deck right now. Without the Mega Minion and cycle, I can go for a flying machine. I should be able to snipe the tombstone and open up a pathway for our Royal Hogs. Okay, never mind. I didn't get to snipe anything. We were the one that got sniped. Arrows, please? Yes. A little bit of zappy tickling on the left-hand side, but not as much as we were hoping for. We were hoping for like 1,000 damage. I know I'm really greedy, but when I saw the tombstone and the flying machine just meeting up, I was like, we got this. Easy, light work. And then we got lit on fire by the fireball, so not ideal. We're gonna go for Royal Hogs here, and I think there's a chance that we could fireball on top of anything he defends with, like skeleton dragons or barbs. Cool, he drops his barbarians. So I was hovering the fireball for that very reason. I was like, I know you have barbarians in your hand. I know that you cycled them earlier as your first play, so you're back to them immediately then. Okay, so generally we like going for our zappies or our fly machine, wait for them to get fireballed, and then drop the other one. Also, you can go for your goblin cage in this particular placement, super far away from the zappies, and the reason that we do that is obvious, right? We don't want to get everything fireballed at once. Okay, is this gonna work? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Arrows, I choose you. Electric Spirit, finish off the balloon. Wait, goblin cage brawler, is that a wing condition too? No way! Dude, Shrek was just meant to be defensive, but he got angry. He's like, I can't let the balloon show me up. I gotta show him what's good. The fact that we were able to get that is cool. Obviously, we kind of want to go recruits at the same time that he goes in for a Lobhound in the back, so I don't want to go in posture with the wrong thing right now. In fact, I think I can fly machine because remember, he used his tombstone, so he's gonna go in for Mega Man on this, so let's go in for Zappies and make the prediction. Nice! Get finessed, bro! The reason we were able to do that is because we saw that, hey, you don't have Fireball because you used that earlier on my Zappies. We know that your only other available answer is the Mega Man, so if we predict that, then we can keep our Fly Machine alive and stockpile more stuff. Awesome, he's Fireballing too. That means he's got nothing right now. So the recruits are guaranteed to take that tower in the right. Wait, why am I knew that it was guaranteed to take the tower, and yet I still pile on the offense. This is what it means to be a Royal Recruits player. Never letting up, just always spamming in every single time, every direction. And wow, this is ridiculous. This is criminal that we're actually making this happen, and we might even 3-crown this man. All right, Relentless Pressure Part 2. Let's go recruits. Let's go for Royal Hogs. I don't even care about that balloon right now. I want the 3-crown. Okay, I should fireball it. I should fireball it. I should fireball it. I should fireball it. Please stop. Oh my gosh. So, a little bit degenerate on our end, but that's what makes life a little bit more fun. You got to experience the thrill of rushing through with your Royal Hogs and recruits. Otherwise, it doesn't really feel like a real game. Regardless, that would have been a really easy win. We had Royal Hogs munching on his 900 HP 3-crown, and he hadn't even touched ours. Let's go, Dr. Dre. Dude, this is a massive throwback. What's going on, man? We're going to drop a good luck and maybe go in for our recruits in the back. Let's throw back with the recruits to Dr. Dre and maybe go and sing some songs of happiness if we can go in for the Zappies. Okay. I said that so prematurely. Whenever someone goes in for Royal Recruits in the back into a Sparky, it is one of the saddest times for the recruits players in the history of the game. If you look at it, you're like, oh, these recruits, they're supposed to do something, but they just die. They give you nothing. I mean, I guess I can kill some of the Goblin Giant, but it's sad because the Sparky just gets infinite value and isn't even touched there. And meanwhile, I have to go in for a Goblin Cage against the Goblin Giant, so I have to waste more elixir. I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs on the left-hand side, so we force out something from our opponent. And then I think I can sacrifice an Electric Spirit and then go for Zappies afterward. That's the strategy. I think that's the only way we actually make something happen here on defense. Fortunately, I think the Zappies are going to go and pull the Phoenix and the mini pack to the other side, so they have a really roundabout journey towards the tower. And then I don't know if I need to go in for the fly machine, but I wanted to have some help with the zappy. I didn't feel like the zappy would be enough if our opponent went in for some small spells. Firecracker? What? This guy's cracked out of his mind to be running a Sparky Firecracker deck. All right, well, let's go for recruits at the river, because if I drop them in the back, they're definitely going to get Sparkied. I think it puts a little bit more pressure to be dropping them at the river. Yeah, he's going to go Goblin Giant instead of surrendering his sanity and dropping a Sparky in the back. Okay, that's a mini pack into that too. Wait, this is looking really good for us. I think that the recruit might be able to finish everything off. If it kills the mini pack, that's all we need. And then we can go for Royal Hogs on the left-hand side when he doesn't have that much elixir. And we are piling on the pressure. He dropped his Phoenix when he was exactly at 4 elixir. So he's in a miserable spot. That's the importance of eating a little bit of damage. Like we took 400, 500 damage from the Goblin Giant. I was like, no, not that bad. Because I know it's going to do more with the Royal Hogs. All right, so I guess I can go in for recruits again at the river, right into his Sparky, and then try to pile on the pressure on the opposite side of the Sparky. I think that's a bad decision. So let's go in for the fly machine here on the right. And maybe he's going to think that the Sparky would be smart to cycle in the left because that's his lower HP tower. But now he has to second guess himself. Without a Phoenix, he can't immediately lock into the fly machine. Oh, he just left the game. Dr. Dre singing the sad tunes as he gets ripped to shreds. The rapper, you know, this game is all wrapped up, bro. Easy, easy win. And as you guys can see, if you play against Sparky, as long as you don't cycle recruits at the start right into the Sparky, not that bad. And even if you do, you can still salvage the situation and come out alive. It's safe to say that Dr. Dre definitely did not win that rap battle. It's time to stomp through with our Royal recruits. I'm gonna use Electro Spear. Can I activate King Tower? I think so. Oh, it also chained onto my other tower. What the heck? I never knew that interaction. I think it's worth it to activate King Tower. It just looks supremely derpy to activate King Tower and then have everything chain onto the other side too. An interesting interaction. All right, we're gonna Fireball on the Musketeer with one Royal Recruit hit. That will allow our Royal Hogs to get more value. And then I could Arrows on the Goblins because I have to respond to them anyway. I don't know if that's worth. It has to be worth because I did it, guys. There's no looking back now, only forward in the face of an Elixir Collector that I have no answer to counter because I don't have any spells. But I do have an evolution, so maybe an evolution equates the amount of elixir that he's going to get from the Elixir Collector. Maybe I can get that elixir trade back with my Royal Recruits evolution is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go for the recruits whenever I get the chance. Usually when we see Musketeer and Goblins with Elixir Collector, it's an Expo deck. And I love crushing Expo. It's one of those few cards that I love to hate. I respect it. It takes skill to play, but there's nothing more boring than playing a super long game into them. He doesn't have log and cycle, so he might not even get the chance of playing a long game against me. We're going to try to stack up a flying machine here as well so we can snipe the Musketeer. And with the recruits charging all angry. Wait, are we going to be able to snag the right-hand tower? Ah, not quite. Musketeer is still a little bit alive.
Look at you, not even conscious, and still determined to show the world what you can do.
Not super alive. She needs to go to the doctor, but she's not going to get that medicine, man. All right, what do we do? We can go in for Royal Hogs. He could also go for an Elixir Collector, so I want to wait and see what he's going to do. Generally, we want to go for Royal Hogs and try to split them, actually. I think this could be fun. I've never done this before. Oh, none of them went towards Elixir Collector. But we got a Knight near the Elixir Collector. He thought it would go towards Elixir Collector, too. Neither of us knew what was going to happen. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Are you guys smarter than both of us? Did you know that that wasn't going to go towards Elixir Collector? It was a science experiment, and we both failed. All right. We're going to get the zappies down because the Goblin Cage would just end up getting targeted secondary. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, it worked. How did the recruits come down in time? I have no idea. But I'll take it. Recruits are one of the best counters to Expos in the business. Just because if you look at it from this standpoint, super hard for him to be able to afford his Expo. And, oh, no, that's not good. That's super bad. All right. Well, I guess we're going to go in for zappies here and then Fireball and pray that we can break through and kill his Expo. I don't know if it's going to happen, but it could happen if the Zappy could reset the Expo. Save my butt, game. Come on. All right, 600 HP in a dream. We do have the evolution recruits, so all I need to do is get him for one good evolution push, and then we can spam him to success. Yeah, we're going to go drop him now. He's going to think that the Expo might connect, and then he gets greeted by an entire football squadron. I can also go in for Royal Hogs right now, and then try to tank for the recruits a little bit. Maybe we can get some extra damage. We have the Piggy on the right-hand side. He's got to go Goblins, so let's just pre-arrow them. Yeah, it was easy. GG. That's all we needed, boys. Making those pre-arrows for days. Getting the Zappies down. Getting that last fire machine shot. Yeah. It looked sketchy for a second, but we had it completely under control as soon as we got those pre-arrows on the goblins. Identifying our opponent's card cycle, put him in a prison, and he wasn't able to get out alive. Even when your towers take a dive, if your opponent doesn't have a big spell to spell cycle you, they're not going to be able to win. And when you've got the Royal Recruits football team on defense, you've got a supreme level of support, which allowed us to easily stop the Expo. Yo, what's up, Joel? He's going to go in for the Night Witch banner, and he's got the Devil Clan. So he's definitely devious. Oh man, he's even got a devil. It's not even a devil, it's a devil. Okay, all right, well, I've never heard of that before. So we can go in for, oh yeah, he really is his own like classification of evil. He's transcending all forms of chaos, dropping the battle healer in the back. That's one of those cards that you immediately associate with either Elixir Golem or regular Golem if they're feeling super spicy. So we want to play our best here. I'm going to drop a Goblin Cage a little bit lower in a different spot, even though like it wouldn't pull the battle healer. It doesn't matter because I want to disincentivize this guy from bridge spamming me right now. At all costs, I want to be able to stack up recruits and then Fireball plus arrows on Electro Dragon. If you guys don't do that already, Fireball plus arrows on the Electro Dragon bridge spam is the pathway to success. That is the only way to defend this matchup. Otherwise, you're dead. So we need him to cycle something else, and then we immediately Fireball plus arrows so then he can't heal up the Electro Dragon. That is crucial. If you wait a split second between the Fireball and the arrows, sometimes the Battle Healer will attack something, and then when it attacks something, it heals up the Electro Dragon. And then the Electro Dragon survives the Fireball plus arrows, and you're like, wow, okay, it was nice knowing you guys. And then you just dip out of the game. Eternal slumber, never able to come back. All right, so he's going to arrows. I don't think that's good for him. Oh, why do you have two? Just because you wanted to troll me and prove me that arrows did work. I see how it is. You have a really sick and twisted sense of humor, devil.
What's so funny?
All right, well, Joel is not giving us what we want. He is kind of sort of defending, even though he's an Elixir Golem player. I thought that was against the religion, but this guy's built different. I'm going to go Recruits at the River with the best build of the recruits, I guess. We've optimized, we've transformed into something even more terrorizing. Okay, this is good. We could arrows. I think it's worth it. Maybe I'm wrong, but as long as we clean up the bats, then we don't have to worry about anything with the recruits. Dude, why are they charging backwards instead of towards success? They had one job, but they didn't want to win. All right, I see how it is. All right, so the cool thing about this is we can go for a fly machine to guarantee that we finish off the battle healer. The bad thing is there's an Electro Dragon on the field. The bad thing is I can't kill that E-Drag. I don't have arrows in cycle right now, and I bet you he's going to go in for some spam. You could Fireball on it, though. Maybe it will die then. Oh, this is really risky. What if he cycles back to another E-Drag, or he mirrors the E-Drag, and then I don't have the Fireball? Mom, pick me up. I'm slightly scared right now. I'm going to go for a Goblin Cage, and if I can defend this, it's a true testament to this deck's defenses. The Electro Dragon coming down from our opponent means that he's not necessarily prioritizing the offense as much as I thought he would. Oh, never mind. There's two of them. Okay. All right. Can we just, do one of these? And then kind of do like one of these and then go in for an Electro Spirit and then save our butt, maybe? Please, Night Witch, stop attacking my tower. Okay, never mind. That was a nice thought until it wasn't. But I can go for Royal Hog since he donated a lot of Elixir to us. Maybe this works. As long as we don't get 3-crowned and we Fireball on top of the Electro Dragon. He shouldn't be able to 3-crown me right now. We can easily arrows on top of the Night Witch. And then, okay. Joel is playing remarkably well for an Elixir Golem player. Like, stacking up 2 pushes simultaneously is really smart. All right, we're gonna do this, and then the Electro Dragon dies, and then we can go for an Electro Spirit, and then we can Fireball and everything when it gets real close. Yeah, we need a Fireball, and then we can arrows afterward, just to pick up all the Elixir Golem blobs so we can immediately get our Elixir back. That's important to do, using the spells on top of Elixir Golem blobs whenever you can, just because it gives you immediate Elixir to go and clean up the support cards. GG and well played. Kind of a clunky and funky game, but finally, my favorite deck in the game was able to conquer the Devil. Yo, Aaron's got a P.E.K.K.A banner. Let's go. Let's go next. Just like his clan, we are ready to wreck him and just move to the next game as fast as we can. I want to go for recruits here just because it's able to kill the Royal Ghost. I mean, we got royalty versus royalty, but I think our royalty is like slightly superior, even though your Royal Ghost is kind of like a king and it's got like that golden stuff. The recruits, they're a dime a dozen. They're from Costco, so I definitely get more value than you, bro. Gonna go for Bowler and Royal Ghost, so he's got nice splash damage for sure. And then he immediately Royal Giants me, so looking at my starting hand right now, I don't necessarily have a good response besides going in for Electro Spirit and then Goblin Cage. I did not have my recruits back in cycle, so here's the only option available, right? Man, he's gonna have a Tombstone too? Come on, man. How am I ever going to break through this? Usually, I don't get this tilted by decks, man, but you're giving me something to worry about right now. I'm going to go in for Royal Hogs. He doesn't have bowler back, so he's going to go... Hunter for my flying machine. The Executioner for my pigs. When do you not have a counter for me? I think that's the question. We need to have a counter for his counters is what I'm trying to say. Every single thing in his deck scares me, which is not good. Definitely not good. All right, we're going to go for our recruits. I think the Executioner is going to get destroyed by that, so that's a vibe. We can also maybe go in for zappies here. And then, because the Executioner died and the bowler ended up, you know, getting finessed by all of the recruits charging at him, I'm in a good spot. However, I don't have zappies for the Royal Giant anymore, and I probably have to use my Goblin Cage against the Fisherman. Actually, no. I'm going to make the executive decision to eat the damage from the Royal Ghost and then Electric Spirit on the Fisherman and fully counter it with a 1 Elixir card. So, way better than wasting a Goblin Cage, which we need against the Royal Giant. All right, how am I going to win this? I think we have to go opposite side at all times. So, hopefully he cycles something to the right, and that's exactly what he did. So, he's going to protect the lower HP tower. He's going to go towards the tower that he wants to, you know, take ours with. So, it would make sense for him to cycle stuff there. I wonder if he goes bowler. Or, okay, he's going to go hunter instead. That makes sense. We can maybe blast through with our recruits and then just save our Goblin Cage. Oh, man, it's awkward leaking elixirs, and then you can cycle your recruits at the right point. But it went right into a bowler, so maybe it wasn't worth.
I am Jose Mourinho.
Okay, we're starting to rack up some damage to the left. I vibe with that. The issue here is he's going to go bowler and he's going to Royal Giant, and I don't know if I can defend that. He's stacking up so much stuff in preparation. You know what? How about we do one of these and we just make sure that you can't prepare any longer? He's really trying to make this Royal Giant push work. Oh, he's going for it. My man's going hard in the paint, cycling all of his stuff. We're going to go zappies and we're fireball and everything at once. Maybe this will work out. If we can fireball on the Royal Giant to kill it a little bit faster, it might not be a bad decision. And then we can Electric Spirit on top of the Executioner as well. And then we can Goblin Cage again. So then all this stuff isn't hitting our tower as much as it is before. Dude, we're at 500 HP on the left-hand tower for him. This could be a win. There's no universe that I should win this matchup, but I'm hoping it happens. I'm going to arrows directly on the tombstone so the piggies go through. I just need a little bit of piggy punishing, and that's what we got. Turning everything upside down for Aaron, despite him having the best splash damage you could ever ask for. That devilish deck with Bowler, Tombstone, Royal Ghost, and Executioner just got executed. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.